We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Cubs and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show. Jose Dominguez, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Stepping in, Adam Greenberg. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race.
What a terrific season this guy's having. Up near the leaders in batting average, without a doubt the highest average and the best hitter on this team.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split at 2-2, Dero, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
Gambino is there to put it away for out number 1.
Batting second, the left fielder, Pete Armstrong.
So striding forward now, Pete Armstrong. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. First offering on its way. Good night for baseball. 69 degrees here at first pitch. The 0-1 pitch. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
Too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, Dero, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire. Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Now the payoff pitch home. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
I know this guy isn't known for his hitting prowess, but that's a nice job right there. Getting a single on a 3-2 pitch in the middle of the zone. Grab your glove and flash some leather.
Now a move over to first, and the runner back. Into the box now, J.C. Embry, and a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. A 1-0 delivery. 2-0 now. Armstrong stands at first with 1 out. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike. Count even at 2-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
At the plate now, Freddie Santiago. Pitch inside. The throw is not going to get him as he swipes second. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
Ready with the 1-0. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Two balls and a strike.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
2 out here and a runner at second. Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. Hit sharply on the ground. Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1 left for the Cubs. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. Alex Happ, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. It seems like the more trouble he gets in, the better he pitches. Really tough to hit with runners in scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why his team loves when he's out on the mound. He doesn't give up very many crooked numbers.
Coming to the plate now, Zach Ham. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come into this one off a loss that finally snapped what was a long winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Well, this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out.
The center fielder, Gaylord Winters.
So striding in, Gaylord Winters, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And now a pitch on the way. 1 out, nobody on. And he just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
Oh, I love this, boys. Mano-y-mano. He's coming to get him with back-to-back big-time heaters.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Man, a pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Stepping in now, Vinny Gambino. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame him. With the bases empty and 2 outs, and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
Striding into the box, Darryl Costello, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball. 1-0.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. 2 out with the man at first. There's one at 97, and all he can do is foul that one away.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. Dodgers leave 1. We are still scoreless. Digging in, Ryan Buckner, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning.
Buckner.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Good.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Not likely to see a 4th fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
The 1-2. Hit out towards second. He's got it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting 5th, the second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
The windup and the 0-1.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. Popped him up. Ortiz has room in foul territory, and that's the second out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
At the plate, Ben Zobrist. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First offering on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Now a line drive that's hauled in at first base. Needed just a little more height on that one, but instead the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. Stepping up now, Bobby Crosby. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch coming, here it is.
1 ball, no strike.
The 1-0.
Correct. Two and 1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
The count now at 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2 one more time.
Ball.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
And he popped him up, drifting back behind first. Buckner over to his left, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Phil Thomas.
Now in the box, Phil Thomas. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Waved at and missed as he took something off there. 1-1. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Now the pitch. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Got him to go after the change there, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Struck him out.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it. So it's a backwards K for him.
Standing in now, Mark Thorman, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. But facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Thorman carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hole, 0-2. So far on the year, Thorman is slugging north of 480, which puts him among some of the best power hitters in the game in that category. Hit down the line at first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. All set for the start of the inning, and now it'll be the catcher, Jimmy Grimes.
Jimmy Grimes.
Here's the first pitch to him. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1.
1-0.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Crosby comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. And with that, there you get a look at what's happening in the race in the National League West. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Alex Happ. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Pitch on the way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
To the plate now, Adam Greenberg, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 1-0 home.
Nope. Ball. 2-0. Alright.
Third inning, no score to this point. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
And he drops a change in on him there, and that'll run it full 3-2.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
That's popped up. Ham is there, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
We're back now for the Dodgers' third turn at bat, and unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. At the start of the day, they ranked towards the bottom of the league in both on-base percentage and runs scored. As one player put it, it's been a frustrating year because we feel we have a lot more ability than we're putting out right now. Another hitter told me they're working every day on having more disciplined at-bats, hoping that leads to better counts to hit in. We'll wait and see if the adjustments lead to results as the season progresses.
Thank you, Heidi.
The first baseman, Angel Ortiz.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Angel Ortiz is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central. Now at the plate, Jose Dominguez. Here comes the first pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The Dodgers have yet to break into the hit column here. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Boy, he center cut that fastball. It comes in the high 90s, but that's a dangerous location no matter how hard you're throwing.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 2-2. Bouncing ball toward the hole. There to play it is Zobrist. In time to first, and there are two away.
Now batting, the shortstop, Zach Ham.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Zach Ham. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
He's in complete command of his two-seamer right now. It's got great movement, great depth, running all over the place. This offense is going to have a tough time.
1-1 to the Dodgers leadoff man. Tries to drag his way on here, but now he's behind 1-2. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Now at the plate, Pete Armstrong. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0. is taken for ball 2.
That's the ball.
High and away, not close. 3-0.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Opportunity now to take a look into some of the future plans for the Dodgers as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent minor league action. At the plate, J.C. Embry. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0. Here's a pop-up now. Ortiz is there for it. 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Freddie Santiago.
So digging in now, Freddie Santiago. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. In the air out toward right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Bottom of the inning now, and coming forward, the rookie outfielder, Gaylord Winters.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1. Fouled off. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Swing and a little blooper to center. That's a hit, the first in this game for the Dodgers.
Now batting, right fielder, Vinny Gambino.
Into the box, Vinny Gambino. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another, why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him this first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
This is in the air out to right field. Long run for the right fielder. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Darryl Costello.
Coming to the plate now, Darryl Costello comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First offering on its way. And he takes ball 1. Throw over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Here comes the 1-0. Popped him up. Buckner has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Dodgers, no left fielder, Bobby Crosby.
Standing in, Bobby Crosby. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB. That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
And there's ball 1. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back. The 1-1 home. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. 1 left for LA. Through 4. Still tied. 0-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The first baseman.
Now at the plate, Ryan Buckner. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. And he looks at a changeup in there. 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Fastball called strike. 1-2. And the pitch. Hit out towards second. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Yeah, Matt, he's locked in and pretty dominant since the first. So as long as he can get back in that groove with the next batter, he's not going to worry too much about it.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Well struck down the right field line. But this will land foul as he didn't miss by much. The 0-1 pitch. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Kipnis is a strong defender playing up the middle in the infield. He's got great hands, good range, the big arm, and those skills are not lost on his teammates, his coaches, or his front office for that matter.
Yeah, he has the ability. What I love about this ball player, he's got such a great internal clock. It seems like it's bang bang at first every time, but the guy's out. He's got sure hands and an accurate throwing arm.
The 1-2. This is on the ground over to first. To second for one.
Now batting, third baseman, Ben Zobrist.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Line toward right center, but this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out.
Now batting, catcher, Jimmy Grimes.
Ready for another chance, Jimmy Grimes. He's set. Here it comes. And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand one. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with LA's manager to discuss his thoughts on the Dodgers' offense so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Leading off for the Dodgers.
Riding in once again, Phil Thomas. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system.
Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the fifth as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. At the plate, Mark Thorman. First pitch on its way. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. No runs, just one hit. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Swing and a miss. That one tied him up. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent, beware.
And he got him.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
So now to the plate, Angel Ortiz, as he'll take a look at ball one. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
2-1.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Fouled away. And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3. Three-two pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
That walk is going to feel a little extra frustrating for this pitcher. Not only do you never really want to walk the number 8 hitter, but it's also going to let the pitcher hit this inning instead of forcing him to lead off the next one.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hard hit ball to second. Kipnis has it, and as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Dodgers leave 1. 6th inning coming up. Still zip zip. Stepping up to the plate, Alex Happ. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. He's high and outside for a ball.
It's great to be able to face a pitcher to lead off the inning and get yourself a quick out. But now you find yourself down 2-0, and he's licking his chops for a fastball.
Now the pitch. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 will not catch the zone. Ball 3. Adam Greenberg is on deck. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. A payoff pitch one more time. Swing and a liner. Foul.
That's all foul.
Another full count pitch home. And he misses with it. Ball 4. And a terrible start to the inning as he's walked the pitcher leading things off.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Ready for another shot now. Adam Greenberg. First offering on its way. And a ball 1-0. A runner at first with no outs here. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage. 2-0.
Swing and a liner. And a leaping try there, but he comes up a bit short as this is into left center. The base hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Pete Armstrong stands in as he looks at a called strike. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Set to deliver the 0-1. Base hit into right center. Happ rounds third and is digging for the plate. And the runner is in from second. And he's safe.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Stepping in now, J.C. Embry, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
You know, he was really pounding the strike zone early on, but he's kind of gotten away from that here a bit. He might just need a little reminder to attack hitters and trust his stuff.
The 2-0 on the way. This pitch is popped up. Ortiz is under it, and he's got it for the first out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Freddie Santiago.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Freddie Santiago, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting left-handed off for right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1.
It's much easier to lay off the breaking stuff when it's coming in towards you instead of when it breaks away. A good take there.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Ripped on the ground to first. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Up next to the Cubs, the first baseman, Ryan Buckner.
Digging in and looking for more, Ryan Buckner. He singled his last time up. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Gambino is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. The Cubs are on top 2-0. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Zach Ham to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that quite frankly has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-0.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Now the 1-0. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
1-2.
1-2.
That's an awesome 12-6 hook right there. Look at the depth, spin rate, nasty downward tilt on that pitch.
Line drive snagged on a short hop, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The center fielder, number 6, Gaylord Winters.
Ready once again, Gaylord Winters. Here's the first pitch to him. And he misses inside with that one. Ball one. One out, nobody on. Runs up and gets this one down. And he'll beat the throw as he's got himself a bunt single.
Now batting, the right fielder, Vinny Gambino.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. Runner back safely. Standing in now, Vinny Gambino, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Now a hard liner, but this is a foul ball. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at bat here. The 3-2 one more time. That's popped up. And that'll get down for a base hit. And he is in there.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
At the plate now, Darryl Costello. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. And gone! A dramatic home run that gives them their first lead of the game. So a 3-run shot to left center, number 18 for him on the campaign, and it's given the Dodgers a 3-2 lead.
I'm sure at the plate right there, he's thinking stay up the middle, hard line drives to either gap. He did it one better, giving his team the lead right there with a huge 3-run bomb.
The Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision. Willie Peralta, a 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here.
Willie Peralta. Now batting.
At the plate, Bobby Crosby, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, man. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
To the plate now, Phil Thomas, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. No hits to this point. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Look out. All over the place now. 3-0. And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
At the plate, Mark Thorman. First delivery to him on the way. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0.
Runner.
And there he goes towards second. That's a strike to throw down. Short hop, but he's out. Great play to pick the throw and slap the tag on him to end the inning. Another look at the throw down that results in a 3rd out on the bases. On to the back 3rd tonight. Stick around on the show. 7th inning ready to roll. And standing in now, the power hitting second baseman Jason Kipnis.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
The windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now, as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
You know, there aren't many guys that can just spit on an 0-2 pitch like that. Maybe it fooled him. We won't ever know, but it worked out.
Crosby comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Up next to the Cubs, the 3rd baseman, Ben Zobrist.
So in now for Chicago, Ben Zobrist. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. All right, back to him on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the 2nd out of the inning.
The catcher, number 9, Jimmy Grimes.
Digging in now, Jimmy Grimes. Here's the first pitch to him. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
That misses. 1-2. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. 2-2 to the Cubs catcher.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
The 2-2 to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Cubs are down in order. Still a 3-2 ball game. Digging in once again, Mark Thorman.
The second baseman, Mark Thorman.
First delivery to him on the way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
High in the air out to center field. Greenberg has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
The first baseman, number 17, Angel Ortiz.
Stepping in, Angel Ortiz. First offering on its way. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Bases are empty. One man out. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
The 3-1. Takes a strike for a full count now. 3-2.
Count is full.
One out, nobody on. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Sammy Unger will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Hitting for the Dodgers, number 21, Sammy Unger.
Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. He'll enter play here at 293. 2 home runs, 10 RBIs. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. Runners on first with 1 down. Swing and a liner. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Now batting, the shortstop, Zach.
Next up for Los Angeles, Zach Ham. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
From the stretch.
Ball, that's low.
Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
2-0 count. The pitch finds the zone, strike one. Now the 2-1 pitch. A line shot to third base. Tries to dance back to the bag to double off the runner, but not in time.
The center fielder, number 6, Gaylord Winters.
Into the box now, Gaylord Winters. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch.
Ball outside.
The 1-0.
Oh.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. In there, 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Two
2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The 2-2 pitch. Into right field. That's a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Billy Palmer trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Batting in the 7th spot, number 25, Billy Palmer. Now playing third base and batting 9, number 12, Nick Castellanos.
So now to the plate, Vinny Gambino. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Santiago is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. It's a run on 2 hits here for L.A. 8th inning coming up. Dodgers lead this one 4-2. Jason Jaquez has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 34, Jason Jaquez.
So stepping in, number 12. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
And he fouls this one off. Count is even 1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos.
1-1.
The 1-1.
No, that's outside. Ball.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 2-1.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
Line toward the gap in left center. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. He'll get it into second. And this will wind up a closer play than I thought, but he's in there with 2 bases.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
The next Cub up, Adam Greenberg. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a good breaking ball as he gets the bottom of the zone. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And no chance on the throw, so a great effort, but that'll be scored, a base hit.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Row. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Now time is called, and a bit of a curious decision here to say the least, as we'll get a pinch runner at third here. Don't know if something's wrong or what. In now, Pete Armstrong, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Here's a look over to first, and the runner back in standing. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Popped up. Ham is there, and he's got it for the first out.
The batter, number 7, shortstop.
Into the box now, J.C. Embry, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Here comes the first pitch.
1 ball, no strike.
You know, I doubt he wanted to get that tight with the fastball there, but hey, this is a guy you certainly don't want to let him get his arms extended. He's the kind of guy that can hurt you.
Now a move over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
One thing's clear, he's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
The 2-0 on the way. A bouncer to the left side, scooped up. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. The three of us return with more Wednesday night baseball after this. Luke Little is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 43, Luke Little.
Jesse Padilla has come into the ballgame now as he takes over as the new third baseman.
Number 3, Jesse.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Darryl Costello.
Very rarely, Matt, you see a first pitch changeup hit out of the ballpark. That tells me right now that this guy was up there looking for the changeup in that last at bat. We'll see if they pitch him any differently here.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Now the 1-1 pitch. Popped him up. Grimes over to his right. One out.
Now batting, left fielder, Bobby Crosby.
Stepping into the box, Bobby Crosby. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a strike with the breaking ball. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Looking up is the center fielder. And that one is gone! So it's a solo shot to dead center. 19th home run for him on the season. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
And the home crowd has really come to life here in the bottom of the 8th. They know as well as anybody that a 3-run lead this late in the game is awfully tough to overcome, especially on the road. 3 outs, and this one is theirs.
Into the box, Phil Thomas, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now the 0-1. Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
The batter, number 10. Second baseman, Mark Thorman.
Standing in, Mark Thorman. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And now a pitch on the way.
That's the ball.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Fouled away. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. But the Dodgers add on courtesy of this solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the Cubs. It's now 5-2 LA. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Logan Batista comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
And batting in the 6th spot, number 47, Logan Batista. Now catching and batting 9.
All set to start the 9th in this one. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Freddie Santiago.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against a closer.
Now the pitch.
1 and 2. Count.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Ryan Buckner waits on deck. And it's fouled away. The next 3-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Final line there for the Dodgers starting pitcher. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Matty V, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
At the plate now, Ryan Buckner, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Now the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Winters is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Ready now, Jason Kipnis. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Now the pitch. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. On the year, Kipnis is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the 9th is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
The count now at 2-1. Here it comes. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
Full count still. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never say die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Sammy Sosa will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 21, Sammy Sosa.
And that's in there for strike 1. He'll enter play right at .310 on the year. 14 homers and 38 runs batted in. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. The 1-1 is a fastball and off the plate for a ball.
2-1.
The 2-1 home. A runner on first with 2 away. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. Too high, ball 3.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Popped him up. Ortiz moving to his left, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
So the home crowd will have a pleasant drive home afterwards as their guys have taken the first 2 of this 3-game series. A win tomorrow, and they can break out the brooms.
5-2 the final score tonight. The Los Angeles Dodgers get their 20th home win this year. Jose Dominguez earns win number 7 on the season. Logan Batista hammers down the save, his 15th of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.